Hello friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. In this session we'll see how to find out the point of intersection of pair of straight lines by using the method which is not generally discussed in the textbooks. Let's look at and see how that is easy. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 represents a pair of straight lines which is nothing but a second degree non-homogeneous equation. This represents a pair of straight line with whatever the conditions that needs to be satisfied. Now we have to find out the point of intersection of the pair of straight lines. So for that what we will do, this is nothing but equal to, according to the fundamental property, product of two straight lines combined equation. So can I write down L1x plus M1y plus N1 into L2x plus M2y plus N2 is equal to 0. Now we know that these two equations represent the same. So can I get A in terms of L1, L2 and H in terms of L1 and M1? So let us see how we can write that. Now if you compare the quotients, what we will see, let's write it down here. If we compare the quotients, what I see is, I see that A equal to L1 into L2, because that is where I have the x square term. Ax square is nothing but equal to Ax square is nothing but L1x into L2x. So A is L1 L2. Similarly by square is coming from M1 into M2. When I multiply M1y into M2y, I get M1 M2y square. So basically we will be proceeding like that, and we will try to compare the coefficients of the terms. X square term gives me A equal to L1 L2. Y square term gives me B equal to M1 M2. And constant term C gives me N1 N2. What else we know? We know that 2hxy, so xy term quotient is 2h, that should be equal to L1x into M2y plus L2x into M1y. So can I say L1 M2 plus L2 M1? We did this earlier. Similarly, can I write down x term coefficients, that is 2g equal to L1x into N2. So can I write down L1 N2 plus L2 N1? Similarly, 2f, that is y term quotient, is given by M1 into M2 N2 plus M2 into N1. What we did is just simply we have compared the quotients. We have expanded this and we compared the quotients of x square, xy, y square, x and y terms, and we have written the corresponding quotients. This is the relation between A, B, C, H, G, F with respect to L's and M's and N's. Okay, fine. Once we are done with that, we'll do a small step now. We'll try to find out what is the point of intersection of these two lines in terms of L's and M, and then we will try to convert that back into A, B, C, H, F and G. Okay, how we can do that? So for that, the first thing what I will do, I'll try to find out the point of intersection of them. So I'll write down L1 x plus M1y plus N1 equal to 0. The other equation is L2x plus M2y plus N2 equal to 0. Now we want to find out x term. Let us say I will do for x, you can do the same thing for y, it's the same thing. So let us say I want to find out the value for x. I will multiply first one with L2 and second equation I multiply with we want to find out the x value, so I have to cancel the y terms. So I will multiply the first equation with M2 and the second equation with M1. Let us see what happens now. My equation will become now L1 M2x plus M1 M2y plus M2 N1 equal to 0. The other equation will become L2 M1 x plus M1 M2y. We made sure that we will eliminate y, that's why we multiplied with the option opposite coefficients, plus M1 N2 is equal to 0. Now let us subtract this so that we can find out what is the value of x. When I subtract, I have negative here, I have negative, I have negative. Now these two terms cancel. I have L1 M2 minus L2 M1 bracket into x plus M2 N1 minus M1 N2 is equal to 0. Or can I write down x equal to M2 N1 minus M1 N2 divided by L1 M2 minus L2 M1. This is my x value. Now we are almost there. The only thing is now we have it in terms of M1, M and N and L and M. Now we have to convert that into A, B, C and H and G and F. How we have to do that? Let us see that now. Okay, so we got x equal to M2 N1 minus M1 M2 by L1 M2 minus L2 M1, and we see that we don't have any subtractions in this. We have M2 N1 plus M1 M2, L1 M2 plus L2 M1, but we don't have anything negative. So what I will do is I'll try to multiply this whole thing with the denominator so that I'll tell you what's the idea. So what we will do, we'll take this and we'll multiply with again with L1 M2 minus L2 M1 divided by L1 M2 minus L2 M1. So this will become now M2 N1 minus M1 N2, multiply that with L1 M2 minus L2 M1 divided by, we have now L1 M2 minus L2 M1 whole square. Now you know that A minus B whole square is nothing but A minus B whole square equal to A plus B whole square minus 4AB. So I can leverage that. Also I can adjust here when I multiply them. I have positives but I have negatives. So if I modify this a little bit, I should be able to write in terms of. So let's go to the next step and finish it. We'll finish it in couple of steps.